is your place. Joining us from Notre Dame, Wade Klippenstein. Big weekend, Wade, going on. Starts tomorrow, the Mandi Schwartz Memorial Tournament. Tell me, first off, about the changes this year to the tournament.
Yeah, it's some exciting news with this event. We've added a U15 division. I think a lot of people know we added the U15 team this year that competes in the Saskatchewan U15 AA League. So we've expanded the tournament from 16 teams to 24 with the additional 8 teams on the U15 side, and we've also expanded into a third community. So the event will be in Wilcox, Avonlea, and Milestone. So lots of hockey in this area, and lots of teams from all over Western Canada are in Wilcox, Avonlea, and Milestone this weekend.
Obviously, with what you guys are doing there in Notre Dame and then just the expansion of the tournament, I see it, having a daughter in the U13 division here. Female hockey's in a pretty good place.
Yeah, I think it's captured the biggest growth in hockey anywhere in Canada for a long time. And I think the exposure the PWHL has now for going from 6 teams to 8 teams and the success you see all over the media with that league is really, I think, excited that side of the game. But female hockey's been around in Saskatchewan for a long time. You hear of a female senior league now in Saskatchewan that's getting a lot of traction. So it's never been a better time to be a female hockey player. Here at Notre Dame, our programming is still underrepresented on the female side. So we're continuing to try to grow that and adding this third team this year. And there's some talk of a 4th team next year. So it's time for us to catch up in that space. But again, it's a great time to be a female player and a lot of opportunity ahead.
The tournament itself, I was there last year watching some really, really good hockey on the U18 side. Like this is, I don't want to say the best of the best, but if you want to go watch some and see where female hockey is at that level, because the scouts are in tow too, right? Like I saw last year, I remember just scouts from a lot of colleges there taking us all in.
Yeah, it's a huge event in that space as well. We have already 20 universities or colleges committed to the event, some big schools from the U.S. and Canada. So it's a great opportunity for exposure moving forward, some post-secondary opportunities. I don't know if it's the biggest tournament. We say it is because we don't know of a one that's bigger. I'm sure someone can let me know if there is, but it's hard to get into this event, especially on the U18 AAA side. We probably field between 35 and 40 applicants, and we wait for the season to unfold, and we see what the top teams are, and that's the teams that get in. So it's a hard, competitive tournament. Sometimes the home team does really well, and sometimes they got their work cut out for them. And the latter might be the story this year, but we did not change the format. We have the absolute best teams that apply to this event, and if you're looking to see some high caliber hockey, this is a great place to be this weekend.
Okay, maybe handicap it. I'm very curious now. Handicap it here on that U18 side. Who are some of the shooters that are coming in?
Well, you know what? It's interesting. Like it's where the sports school teams get tested by the Saskatchewan teams, and it's a rare occasion this happens. And there's a lot of opinions out there on what's the top league in Western Canada, and a lot of top athletes in Saskatchewan choose to stay in Saskatchewan because the hockey is so good in this province. Mm-hmm. So there is some teams that could clash. Last year, we ended up with an all sports school league final. I don't anticipate that this year. Last year, Saha and Shawnigan Lake met in the final in a tremendous hockey game, but there's some good teams. The Saskatoon Stars are a team coming in with a lot of hype. Looking at some of the other teams, St. Albert Slash, there's some great names too, by the way, but the Winnipeg Avros. So it's a really good field, and honestly, we spent a lot of time on this in our office, selecting the top teams to make this the best event we can.
Schedule's available. I'm looking at it as well. You can navigate through the Notre Dame website, but Mandi Schwartz Memorial Tournament.com is where you'll find it. Last thing I want to talk to you talked about just female hockey in Saskatchewan, but I get to follow you and kind of check out what you're doing out there, and you're really waving the flag for Notre Dame. A lot of stuff in, I think it was Japan or in Asia, right? Where just what's the hockey like there? Obviously, there's players, there's so many people, but just what can you tell us about hockey there, especially on the female side?
Yeah, it's a great question, and I have been afforded a lot of tremendous travel opportunity through the game of hockey. My NHL days, I went the other way. I went to Europe quite a bit, but in my time here at Notre Dame, I've been to Japan 4 times, South Korea, China, Thailand, all countries that have some good hockey players. Maybe not the volumes you see in North America, but on the female side, countries like Japan have a great female program, well established. Often get to the top pool in the Olympics and can compete maybe with the second half of the top pool. So there's a lot of opportunity. People are looking for boarding schools that have hockey, and in that part of the world, it's just not a thing. So when we go over there, they're excited about the opportunity, and we have more and more student athletes from Asia coming to Wilcox, Saskatchewan.
That's super interesting to see what's happening there, and just the cycle and how it's going. I guess lastly, I gotta maybe ask you about your former employer, Colorado Avalanche. What a buzzsaw they are this year. You must be keeping tabs on them.
It's an easy team to follow and cheer for. They've had a tremendous start to their season. They've been, knock on wood, very healthy so far. The biggest challenge, I think, for some of the top teams would be the Olympic Games if that ends up happening, and they could have as many as 6 guys in the Olympics in a very competitive event in the middle of their season. And as well as have they done, they're only 2 points ahead of Dallas. You go, I think they got 2 regulation losses in 20-some games, and you look at the standings, and there's the Dallas Stars right underneath them. So it's a very competitive league with 2 seasons. And being healthy when that second season starts, and having access to your top players and not trading away any of your top guys, can be a real game changer. So we'll see, but what a start for the Avs, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, we're going to be keeping tabs on things there as we go over the next few days in the weekend in the Mandi Schwartz Memorial Tournament. Wade, thanks for taking some time today. Maybe see you around the rink this weekend.
Awesome. Thanks again for everything. Appreciate it.
All right.